Hi, good morning. Kevin Martin here, your UT admissions guy, joining you from my family's backyard in Dallas, Texas. In this video, I discuss McCombs transfer requirements, tips, statistics, and general advice for maximizing your chances of externally transferring into UT Austin's business program. So the McCombs School of Business, alongside engineering, computer science, communications, liberal arts, is definitely one of the most popular majors at UT Austin. It's in the top 5 in terms of the number of students who are on campus studying business. But they're also the most transparent with their statistics as well. So it's always a pleasure going on their website because they break down exactly how many applicants and admitted students they have for external transfer from in-state, out-of-state, and international students. They also provide the trends in previous years along with the average admitted student GPA. So their website I find to be the most helpful out of all of the colleges and schools, either for first-time freshmen or for transfer students. So there's a few prerequisites that you need to acknowledge and prepare to study for transferring an eventual transfer into UT Austin McCombs. They have 4 required courses, so it's the first and second semesters of calculus, so that's 408C and 408D. Be sure that whatever calculus or math course you're taking will transfer to the correct calculus courses at UT Austin. There's a number of different streams. There's like K, L, and M, which is a 3-semester sequence. So be sure to utilize that automated transfer equivalency system to see that your math courses transfer and qualify for prerequisites for UT Austin McCombs. They also need to see completed or in progress micro and macroeconomics. It's not critical that these 4 courses be completed, but they do need to appear on your transcript by the March 1st fall deadline or the October 1 transfer spring deadline. Sometimes people ask me about transferring externally into business honors program. I think like more than 5 years ago, you used to be able to do that. But UT Austin McCombs has removed all mention of external transfer into business honors, BHP, from their website. I think they reserve it only for internal transfers, UT students who are changing their major into business. Sort of like computer science, it's no secret McCombs School of Business is really competitive to transfer into. It's probably even harder to get into than it is for first-time freshmen. Their application numbers have remained more or less the same in addition to their admitted students, and so there's not that many surprises for the McCombs transfer rate. Only about 12% of Texas residents in-state students received admission for fall 2018. For out-of-state students, this is crazy. There were over 100 out-of-state potential McCombs transfers, and they only offered admission to 1 student. So if you're out-of-state looking to transfer into McCombs, you might want to consider applying first choice to another major. Nevertheless, the average GPA is a 3.96, so that means everybody applying and getting in has almost always all A's, maybe 1B. I had a client 2 years ago who got in with a 3.8, and they were super borderline, received their admissions decision like in the last day. So unless you have all A's, I would suggest applying for another major, and I'll talk about some alternatives to McCombs at the end of this video. Since everyone's applying with almost all A's, those essays and resume are especially critical. You need to address specific examples of how UT Austin can help you achieve your goals. That means going onto the McCombs website and identifying specific professors, courses, research opportunities, study abroad, student organizations like the UT Finance Team or Business Leadership Council that may or may not be available at your current university, and also identifying specific like corporations, professional opportunities that UT Austin can help you access. Particularly if you're looking to work outside of the state of Texas, UT has connections, in all the major cities, Chicago, New York City, Los Angeles, San Francisco. And so the more specific you can be with your essays and resume, the better your admissions chances will be. You should also demonstrate a lot of interest that you've already been studying business, have had an internship or a job, and can speak articulately and precisely about how, where you've come from, where you currently are, and how and why you're deserving of a space at UT Austin, perhaps what diverse perspectives you're bringing to campus, and that you can achieve at a high level. So because transferring into UT business is so competitive, I also recommend a few alternatives to consider, particularly if your GPA is at a 3.8 or less. You might be interested in different majors in the Moody College of Communications, such as advertising, public relations. They've also got a major called Communications and Leadership that might appeal to you. It's also common for students to apply to economics in the College of Liberal Arts. They also have similar prerequisite courses, macroeconomics and calculus. So the eligibility there is going to be similar. You might also be interested in kind of a newer major. It's pretty cool. I have a few clients who are currently studying human dimensions of organizations, also in the College of Liberal Arts. It's an interdisciplinary major that kind of combines courses you might find in business and communications, but also with that liberal arts critical thinking component. There's a really cool major in engineering. It's new, called computational engineering. It's also pretty competitive, so it's not like it's going to be kind of more or less competitive than business, but particularly for students who have strong quantitative or statistical skills, you might be interested in computational engineering. There's also sports management and education. Education is nice because they also allow spring transfers, whereas McCombs School of Business only allows for fall applicants. So if you're interested in sports marketing or breaking through into that industry, consider sports management and education. All students, regardless of whether they're first-time freshmen or external transfers, can also pursue a 24-hour business foundation certificate. So students across all majors can get effectively a minor from the McCombs School of Business. So even if you end up in another major or you just want those kind of business skills to complement your current studies, consider that business foundation certificate. So that's all I have for you today about tips and advice for transferring into the McCombs School of Business. As always, you can visit my blog at texadmissions.com and reach out to me directly, kevin@texadmissions.com. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.